Day one has wrapped up for Abby Zwerner's $40 million lawsuit against former assistant principal Dr. Ebony Parker after Zwerner was shot by her 6-year-old first grade student in January 2023.
Big news this week. Abigail Zwerner, the Virginia first grade teacher who was shot by her 6-year-old student back in 2023, has just been awarded $10 million by a jury. This verdict comes after she sued the school's former assistant principal, saying that her repeated warnings were ignored.
A jury in Virginia rules in favor of Abigail Zwerner, that former Virginia teacher shot by a 6-year-old student in school. Zwerner is now awarded $10 million in damages after she sued her former school administrator, alleging she ignored repeated warnings about that student.
For those who don't remember the story, Abby had raised concerns multiple times about a 6-year-old student who was becoming increasingly violent. He cursed at teachers, chased classmates, and even smashed Abby's phone during class.
She said 2 days before she was shot, she had a nasty encounter with the student.
He slammed my phone to the ground.
And it broke the screen protector.
Yes.
So he would come home and, "Mom, I don't think that she was listening to me. I didn't like that." And then actually he ended up getting suspended the next day because he was in class. He was trying to tell her something, and she asked him to go sit back down. He threw his arms up. He said, "Fine." And when he threw his arms up, he knocked her phone out of her hand on accident. And he got suspended for that.
She and other staff members reported that the boy might have a gun that day, but the administrator did nothing. Later that afternoon, the child pulled out his mother's loaded handgun, one she had left unsecured at home, and shot Abby in the hand and chest during class. Despite her injuries, she managed to get her students to safety before collapsing. The shooting left her with lifelong injuries and trauma. But now, this $10 million verdict sends a message about accountability, responsibility, and the need to protect teachers. Let's talk about what this means for schools, for teachers, and for anyone who believes educators deserve to feel safe in their classroom.
We, the jury, on the issues joined, find in favor of the plaintiff, Abigail Zwerner, and assess her damages at $10 million.
$10 million. And honestly, it's not even about the money. It's about accountability. This was totally preventable. It's good to finally see a teacher's voice matter in court. She warned them. She tried to protect her students. She did everything right.
What did you see right before you were shot that day on January 6, 2023?
The look on the student's face is a large memory that I have. I do remember it was like a very blank look, but it wasn't a blank look at all on his face.
And what is the last thing you remember that day at the school?
Obvious, I thought I was dying. I thought I had died. I thought I was either on my way to heaven or in heaven, but then it all got black, and so I then thought I wasn't going there. I see 2 coworkers around me, and I process that I'm hurt, and they're putting pressure on where I'm hurt.
I think she was just doing her job, teaching 6-year-olds. You never imagined something like this could happen in a classroom. What amazes me is that even after being shot, she still made sure her students were safe first. That says everything about who she is as a teacher.
Prosecutor Diane Toscano did not come to play and firmly laid out why they believe Ebony Parker not only dropped the ball with stopping the shooting, but almost welcomed the shooting by literally doing nothing to prevent it. And when I say she did nothing, I mean she didn't even look up from her desk when she was first told about the possible weapon on campus. The prosecution said Ebony Parker was told either directly or indirectly by 4 adult employees and 3 6-year-old students that the boy, who they're referring to as JT, had a possible weapon. The jury was also shown the crisis management plan and school handbook that clearly stated reporting any potential threat to administration was policy. They also said Dr. Ebony Parker told multiple adults they were not allowed to search the boy because he was on a plan. It was almost the end of the day and his mom would be there soon.
This is the part that's hard to hear. She told them, Other teachers told them. Everyone saw the red flags, and still no action. As teachers, we report, we follow process, we trust our administrators. And when that trust breaks, it's devastating. This wasn't just bad luck. This was ignored warning after warning. That's where leadership failed. The student had a pattern, cursing, threatening, even smashing her phone. Everyone knew this child needed help. And when the mom said, he just accidentally dropped it, that says a lot about the lack of accountability at home too.
Daisha Taylor says her son suffers from severe ADHD, but no longer needed a parent in the classroom. He started medication and had been meeting his academic goals. This was Taylor's response when asked if her son had any angst or ill will against his teacher.
No, he actually really liked her. I will say that week he did come home and he was talking, a lot about how he felt like he was being ignored. So he would come home and, Mom, I don't think that she was listening to me. I didn't like that. And then actually he ended up getting suspended the next day.
Teachers deal with so much every day, and sometimes parents and schools just look the other way. A 6-year-old bringing a loaded gun from home. How does that even happen? That's not just a school failure, that's a family failure. The gun was the mother's, left loaded, unsecured. And somehow, the teacher is the one who ends up paying the price.
The bullet passed through Abby's hand and lodged in her chest, where it remains to this day.
It's incredible that she survived. The bullet went through her hand into her chest, and she still walked her students out to safety. $10 million sends a clear message. When teachers raise alarms, you listen and then you act. This verdict won't erase what happened, but maybe it'll make schools think twice before dismissing a teacher's concern. I hope this gives her some peace and gives other teachers hope that our voices can be heard. Teachers shouldn't have to be heroes just to survive their jobs. They should have support, protection, and leadership that actually listens. If you're a teacher watching this, document everything. Protect yourself. You never know when your instincts might save lives. And to administrators, your teachers are your early warning system. Trust them. They're not overreacting. They're trying to keep people safe.
Will she ever teach again?
No, she said she's not going to teach again.
To teachers watching this, I hope that you remember what you do matters. You deserve to feel safe and respected in your classroom. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you believe the settlement is justice, or should more people be held accountable? Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe and take care of yourselves and take care of each other.